Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
Hey everybody, I'm Michael.
I'm Quave.
And welcome back to a jolly episode of Friendship.
Nothing with the movie. Maybe it does. I don't know.
One of the podcasts that dares to ask, does James Gunn ever miss?
I guess we're not talking about the tweets. I guess we're talking about.
We've forgiven. You made me forgive him. You
I
made
did?
me forgive. Yeah, you did.
With this, or I talked you into it because I didn't.
You talked me
I don't
into
remember.
forgiving him when it first all happened.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I not getting into that. Today we are discussing the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which I guess isn't a movie, but it's 45 minutes. It's right in that sweet spot. It's not a show.
It opens up in a cartoon, and I thought we were about to get some like Star Wars Christmas special delights.
That animation, I was like, this animation's such an
Rough?
odd choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost seemed like a rough draft.
Rough draft. Because I was like, I didn't want to say rough because somebody worked on that. But yeah, I was like,
No, yeah, it
draft,
just kind of felt like, like the style it was. It was like almost storyboard.
When you get things like the What If series and shit, like
Yeah.
it surprises you when they go that route with the art. But I get it, a little flashback. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, it looked like it was storyboard artwork, like it hadn't been polished or anything.
Yeah.
This is the story about Peter Quill being real sad about Christmas and his friends and the ends of the earth that they will go to make him happy.
Well, Holly Jolly Christmas. It has everybody except for Gamora. It has Nebula. It has Rocket. It has a beefy ass Groot. It's got Mantis and
I
Drax.
really like Beefy Groot.
I don't know why he's so big.
We've seen in the trailers for 3, he looks like that.
Yeah,
That's
I
his
just
teenage Groot.
know.
That's teenage Groot.
I guess.
That's like
Why is
hormone
adult
Groot.
Groot skinnier? That's not how aging works.
Yeah.
The people not know you're skinny when you're that age, and then you really plump up.
Yeah, they had everybody in it. It was
And what's his name?
Ragland.
Yeah.
Something like that. Ragland.
It was James Gunn's brother. Good for him.
He was in some show. Katie watches it, and I'm trying to think of what it was. Gossip Girl, maybe? I don't remember.
It's the default show
That's
that Katie
the
watches, huh?
default one that Katie watched. Gilmore Girls would probably actually be more likely, but
If not Gilmore Girls, I'm gonna guess Friends. No, not Friends. Or
like these got me kind of pegged right now, guys. And, it's not
this
literally.
movie. Yondu ruined Christmas for Peter, and Christmas has died in Peter Quill's eyes, and so Drax and Mantis have the idea of going to Earth to get the legendary Kevin Bacon and bring him as a gift. And so really, it's just 30 minutes of Mantis and Drax mucking about, having a good time, laughing at stuff.
Which, honestly, that crew together is easily my favorite.
Yeah. They're definitely like, it's funny because the Avengers are the Avengers, but even acting wise, you can tell this group is like a solid group. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
Like, have great chemistry together. Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Hemsworth. Like, yeah, they played off each other well, but you can tell like this group would have a Christmas party all together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they've made a point before to say like, if this person can't be a part of it, I'm out. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Like, so
I think in shooting Infinity War and Endgame, they said that like they would have lunch and like they would all sit at the same table together, like, and everybody else mixed in and whatever, but they were a core. You got to imagine they've been doing this for how long, and it's just been this five or six this whole
Yeah.
time.
Kraglin, by the way, and it was Gilmore Girls. 137 episodes, man.
Good for him.
Yeah, no, they're very tight knit, and they show it well. It was good. It was really good. It was heartwarming holiday special that you would want.
Yeah, it was. We get a more. You know what I really liked about it is that I feel that Mantis, one, they have nerfed the shit out of comic book Mantis and this Mantis like significantly, and not to mention she doesn't get a lot of front row like scenes.
Being that she was added on late, she's kind of in the back.
Well, she's added on late, and her character is already kind of quiet and shy and mousy. And in this one, she has really gotten acquainted with the group. And she does this thing where she talks in her little mousy voice, but that she like yells, and it's a completely different tone and a different voice. And I loved it so much. Where Drax was like, "I'm gonna go do this." She's like, "No." It's like, oh, all right then.
Do you want the little funny man, or do you want to bring Peter Quill joy and happiness for Christmas? The little funny man.
I like when, so they go to Kevin Bacon's house and there's decorations, and Drax grabs an elf and she grabs a candy cane, and there's a whole plus scenes of that coming back as a joke. And I enjoy when Drax was like, "You got to keep your man," and she's got this big candy cane. She's like, "Does it look like a man to you?" He's like, "Kind of." And she's like, "I don't think it is."
Yeah, they're both very literal creatures, so it's fun to kind of see them together. And
it's at most fish out of water characters that you can grab in that group. I think Kevin Bacon did well in it.
Really appreciated Nebula's dancing.
Yeah.
I was really drawn to it. It was just the most awkward dancing like a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic possible. And I imagine that's actually how it would go. Kevin Bacon was great.
It's interesting. I assume that Kevin Bacon would never be a character in the MCU because now Kevin Bacon is canon in the MCU, and so is Footloose. Well, Footloose
and so is Batman.
Batman.
It was a weird. I don't know. That was a weird comment to me. I didn't understand the necessity of it.
I like when Drax flips a police car, and again she gets in her big angry voice, and she's like, "You can't just kill people." He's like, "If you're not gonna tell me the rules, I don't know. I don't just know what to do." And she's like talking to them. She's like, "Hey, are y'all okay?" And she gives him the candy cane, and she's like, "I really want this, but I'm gonna give it to you. So now we're even, okay?" She's like, "I guess, yeah."
Yeah, they're basically toddlers.
Yeah, she's like, "That's not a man, right?"
No, my friend's just an idiot.
I can see quotable lines from this for days. Like it was good.
I appreciated when they found out Kevin Bacon didn't really do all the things that Peter Quill said that he did.
It's like, oh my god, he's an actor. Actor's is a fucking word.
Just give it.
Actors suck.
Oh, good. Well, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, go ahead.
James Gunn has said it on multiple occasions in interviews when asked. Because every time he gets asked, there's something that he does better than any other director so far. And it is the soundtrack. And he's been asked before, like, what other kind of gems did you, like, Wigwam, which was, do you want to taste it? Which is the opening scene for Peacemaker. They asked him, how long have you been sitting on this? How long have you wanted to use this song? And he's like, he goes, I have a book just written down songs and artists that I think are going to be in something that I do. And Old 97s was one of them. And that whole entire album, they have a Christmas album, and their whole entire Christmas album is featured in this short film special. And I didn't think it missed. I was pretty.
Yeah, it opened on a Christmas song, and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the one about Christmas time history.
Yeah. What else? It's funny because there's so much, but without like trying to spoil too much of it.
Mm-hmm.
You find out really early. I don't know how we haven't talked about this yet. That Mantis is actually Peter's half sister.
Ego do be putting his dick in everything.
But I was like, that makes complete sense. In fact, I remember watching Guardians 2 and thinking that was going to happen, and then it never came up.
Yeah, agreed. It's logical.
Yeah.
Ego was literally trying to sleep with every species to see what was compatible.
So she wants to bring Kevin Bacon so that Peter Quill has a weird Christmas, so that she can deliver this news because she thinks that he would be sad about this, or she doesn't want him to look at her and think of their father, is what it is. Which is understandable because Ego was quite terrible and gave Peter Quill's mom cancer.
He did.
So I get it.
We got more Cosmo out of it.
We got good Cosmo too. At first, I thought it was BMO's voice because it sounded so much like BMO's voice, but it is actually. Do you remember the second Borat movie?
Yeah, I had
the
to
daughter
look it up to
that he
see who
has.
it was. Yeah, because I was like, that sounds really familiar.
Which makes it. The more I heard it too, I was like, it's actually like more Russian accent than obviously because it's Cosmo, more Russian accent than like a Korean accent. So, yeah, I thought Cosmo was great. I enjoyed Cosmo very much.
Cosmo's great. There's a couple little Easter eggs of random things. Sebastian's arm for some reason.
Yeah. I don't even know how you got that.
Yeah, you know.
I was trying to think back to Captain America: Winter Soldier, and I'm like, did they give him a new one and take the old one? But I don't think so.
I don't remember.
But also, there was one arm with a star.
That was his jacket, I think, wasn't it?
I thought it was on the arm.
Oh, it could have been.
Anywho, I thought maybe, obviously, you don't want to walk
Wakanda
around
gave
with that
him
star
an
there.
arm.
Okay, so maybe
when he was with them, because he makes a point of saying something in Winter Soldier and Captain America and Falcon, the show. He makes a point to say something when the Wakandans bring him wings. And they made some kind of reference to them making him an arm as well.
I remember they took that shit off, but I'm pretty sure he just put it back on. That was such a great scene. He thought he was in the fight, and then said, boop, 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 boop. Fucking arm fell off. We didn't use a lot of rocket.
No, I imagine Bradley Cooper's like, get the fuck out of here.
Whatever. But, well, yeah, he's too busy to sit in the booth to collect the check. He's got the easiest job of the MCU so far. Easier than Robert Downey Jr. Not pay the thing.
Groot. Vin Diesel.
That man learned it in different languages.
Rocket's he just has to learn my name in a bunch of different languages. Because Groot is the same in every language.
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying it's.
They still did it. I also think if you asked him on something, he'd be able to do it, which is a level of impressed. Because then you can just learn the word happy in a bunch of different languages. Not a lot of Nebula, but that makes sense. She didn't really want to do it. Yeah, really just heavy Drax and Mantis, which is not a bad thing. I enjoyed the little bit of Groot that we got. Groot gave everybody a Christmas gift, and it's carvings of like
What's
the
happened to
episodes,
them?
and they gave it to James Gunn's brother, whose name escapes me, and it's a carving of him holding a carving of him holding a carving of him, and I thought that was funny.
Apparently, the Bucky arm scene is very controversial, and people are very upset about it.
Well, I am shocked by that, Michael. I
Because
am
there's
shocked that
apparently
people took
no,
this thing
because
and were like, "What's happening?"
yeah, apparently they tracked it down, and there's no canonically viable reason as to why. And apparently James Gunn had said something about it, and people are like, "Get fucked! That can't be possible." Some people think
James Gunn's also known for not giving a fuck what the fans think.
a lot of people think it's James Gunn just kind of trolling everybody since he's leaving Marvel projects to go to DCU,
Also very possible.
which may also explain why he put the little Batman joke in there.
Yeah, also very possible. I assume this third Guardians is going to get for all of them, right? Like especially with him leaving, and they were all such a core group. I don't
I mean,
know. I mean, maybe they'll make appearances.
Pratt's on his way out as far as playing this character. Like he's fine tuned it to perfection, and no longer like. I think we're gonna lose it on it. You know what I mean? Like it's just the same thing with all the other contracts. Like we've lost you, and now you're old, and we don't want you anymore, or you make too much
I don't
money.
know. That's I was about to say maybe that's what it is. Because at the same time, I imagine if he said, "Yeah, I'll do three more," that they'd be like, "Cool, let's do that. Let's do that and make that money." But it's never going to be like you said. The way James Gunn was the music, it's never going to be like these three are.
Yeah, no. James Gunn had a love for what he did, and it showed through everything.
What's funny is like people are like, "Oh, he's so good." I'm like, I mean, he just remembers a lot of old songs,
Yeah,
right? Like, but it's like it's funny that
he's not worried about doing things. He's not worried. Like I think kind of what you said was like he is very much a mind of I don't give a fuck, and I
remember the
think
whole
that has
Baby Groot
paid
thing.
off for him a lot.
Yeah, except for that one thing. But remember the Baby Groot thing when he was like, "Yeah, it's a do Groot," and they were like, "No, that's not how it works." And he's like, "Fuck off." Like, okay then. um, but I also feel like if you didn't have, because off top of your head, besides Peacemaker and I can't think of a lot of work he's done. I'm just not a
Peacemaker
big
and
enough
what?
fan
Sorry, you cut
to
out.
Guardians.
I mean,
I
Suicide
can't.
Squad was pretty solid.
Right, Suicide Squad too. Um, two of those three, two and a half, I'll say, out of three, have to deal with people who like are stuck in like really loving old songs. So like he loves really old songs, and it's easy for him to like
Yeah,
pair these old songs up with scenes. He's got one character who's got two cassette tapes worth of music,
I think
and
I think he could have tackled Doom Patrol pretty well. I could see his style in Doom Patrol.
but then he would have been able to lean on Brendan Fraser's character,
Yeah,
who has a love for that era, and well, right, and Doom Patrol, they're all like 100 plus
yeah.
ish. Anyway, but like, it's funny how it's just weird to me, like, given another circumstance, this wouldn't have worked, right?
Yeah, probably.
Like,
Yeah,
but because
you found his niche
you
that
got,
worked.
yeah, you had this love for this music and the memory of these songs that people have forgotten because nostalgia is a bitch, right? And these characters who also really love this old music, and you're able to just fine tune put them together.
Well, and he's also
Uh,
I think, and we've talked about this before. He seems like the type of person that will only do well when given like D-list material. Like he got a bunch
yeah,
of D-list heroes, is what he
you don't
said so
expect a
far.
lot out of me. Watch what I can pull out.
Right.
That's a quality to have.
I don't know. The holiday special was I thought was really good. It's probably one of the best things I'll watch this year as far as Marvel goes.
Gas
Yes. Um,
for Miss Marvel.
it was fun. It was fun. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was cute and still them. And there was development, I think, in the characters, which is surprising.
Sure. For 45 minutes? Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think it's wildly interesting that people are still bitching about stuff going on because
Always.
I feel like this is how I've always felt is everything after Endgame is just icing, right? Like you've
You got your
got
payoff. Go away.
24 ish, if I'm remembering the number of this movie of one fucking story.
Yep.
One story for 20. Everything else after this is just She-Hulk, Ms. Marvel, uh, uh, WandaVision. Although I don't know how we bring that back. I know they're working on Wonder Man. They're working on Vision's getting his own. All this is just icing. Stop complaining.
Yeah.
We got Scar coming in. Like, there's no way when I watched Iron Man that I ever thought we would be at this point. There's no way after watching Age of Ultron that I ever thought we'd get to this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what do we just bask in it?
First
Enjoy it.
Avengers was the best I thought it was gonna get.
Yep.
With that stupid fucking
How could
circle
we
scene when they're all
possibly go anywhere
standing in the
from
middle
here?
of New York and the Chitauri are coming in and it's
Stupid scene. I mean, I feel like it was a really big cinematic
it
moment.
was a
but I
huge
get you.
cinematic moment. Yeah,
You know, like it's stupid part.
you'll find that I say stupid for all kinds of things.
I know.
My wife
I'll
gets
break
real mad
you
at me
don't
about
worry.
it. I'll be like, oh yeah,
Um,
we're gonna do that stupid thing of yours, and she's like, it's not fucking stupid. I'm like, no, like I don't mean it like that. I just mean like, I can't think of the word to describe it. So stupid as soon as it comes out. Yeah.
that little scene, you do your little thing.
Yeah, that's also diminishing.
Well, it's better than stupid.
It's my brain failing to come up with a word. I'm so sorry.
You have a podcast and a stream. I need you to know more words.
I
than
do. I just
stupid.
when my brain short circuits because my mind throws words out faster than I can think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. Let us know if you guys liked Guardians, the Christmas or the holiday special, I believe is what it was called.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Yeah, again, and people complaining. Do you understand? You could have just gotten Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3 and never gotten this, but you did. Just be happy. Even those little Groot shorts that mean nothing.
Adorable.
Like, just enjoy the shit. Just enjoy the shit. God.
You guys can let us know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys hit like and subscribe. We have episodes every week, two to be precise. We also have live streams when we're on Twitch. You can find us everywhere at Friendship Supreme, except for
7 days a week.
24-hour days. God, stupid. You guys can find us everywhere, Friendship Supreme, except for on Twitter. Twitter is Friendship Supreme, but with no eyes. Character limits and shit.
Eyes are right here.
All eyes are supposed to be right here.
Madison with a Y, but it's not where you think. We could have never gotten that. Do you understand? Like the gold that we get that people are bitching about. Bunch of togs. And for the show to come back around and punch you in the face and say, "Hey, toxic assholes." I saw an interview where the writer was like, "I wrote this 5 years ago, and somehow I knew exactly what they'd be saying today because they're not original. They're idiots." Ms. Marvel, oh, it's not really for me. I'm like, okay, yeah, because it's like a 16-year-old girl who's having a crush on little boys. Like, I get it. Just shut up. Shut up and just enjoy it. I'm not super big fan of the change in powers either, but just shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. That's all you gotta do. Shut up.
He's referring to the fact that Miss Marvel's powers are different, guys. Not the change in power of like women getting power and stuff.
That's it. No.
Hashtag cancel Friendship Supreme. Have a good day, guys. Bye. We're gonna sell all of our stuff and close up shop. But no, guys, let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about. I think we've only got one more Christmas movie, guys.
What's it gonna be? Expected.
I've been Michael.
This is Leave, and